So he is the man responsible for all things small business and the various efforts that NGA has going on with our small business enterprise. So we are going to pass that over to him. And again, appreciate your understanding for our technical difficulties, but we're excited to hear Dale as we move forward. So with that, over to you, Dale.
Thank you, David. It is a pleasure for me to be here and be able to talk to you a little bit about how to do business with NGA. We have been trying to, again, recruit and talk about, again, bring in small businesses to the maximum extent practicable. And we are really aggressively trying to go out and find those companies that can assist us with satisfying mission requirements here at NGA. Next slide, please. So I want to talk to you about a few programs that we have here at NGA, and these are the topics that I will talk to you about. But before I do that, if we can go to the next slide, please. I know, and again, I apologize for not being able to be there in person, first of all. Secondly, I apologize for not being able to virtually talk to you all or meet you. But I was unable to connect in. But so some of you may be familiar with NGA, you may be familiar with doing business with the federal government, but typically every agency, at least in DOD, the Department of Defense, has small business goals. And we partner, I say partner, actually our small business goals are delegated to each of the agencies. And for us here at NGA, we've got a small business goal of 15%, which is not just from a contractual perspective. It's also based on dollars obligated to be put on contracts for that fiscal year. And so we also have some additional goals that we strive to meet each year, and these are our socioeconomic goals. And we've got women-owned small businesses with which we try to meet with 5% as the goal. We've got small disadvantaged businesses that we try to achieve 5%. For our service-disabled, veteran-owned small businesses, that goal is 3%. Then we've got a hub zone goal of 3% as well. And hopefully you all are familiar with those types of certifications. We interact and work with Small Business Administration, SBA. Hopefully you all are familiar with them. But they are the certifiers for each of these categories. If you are looking to do business with the government, hopefully NGA in the near future, and if you are a woman-owned small business, you have to go through the Small Business Administration, who would certify and confirm and verify that you meet the criteria to be certified as a woman-owned small business. And each of the other socioeconomic categories act in the same way, or at least the methodology to get certified is the same way. And so each of those areas, if you have if you feel that you're a small disadvantaged business, we have the ability, the federal government has the ability to set work aside for companies that meet that criteria, that are small disadvantaged businesses. And we can do this in several ways. For the most part, the federal government tries to compete as much work as possible. But if you are certified with any of these socioeconomic categories, woman-owned small business, small disadvantaged, service-disabled veteran, or hub zone, federal agencies have the ability to award you a contract without having to compete. Now, that is a huge advantage for companies, especially for small businesses that are looking to, again, get within a footprint of a federal agency or be able to provide products or services for that agency. And so those are some of the benefits of becoming certified in any of those categories. The last one on the list, NGA Subcontracting Goal. If you're not certified in any of the above certifications, we also track subcontracting goals. So if you work with a large business or if you work with a prime vendor, we also have the ability to negotiate with our program management offices a certain percentage of subcontracting work that we'd like to have achieved for that particular contract. And so the Department of Defense's subcontracting goal is 33%. And so we try to strive to meet that each fiscal year as well. So if you don't have an opportunity to become a prime vendor as a small business, you can always get within the footprint or find work other ways as well. And again, those are either partnering with another small business, becoming a subcontractor to a large business, or forming a joint venture. And so there are several programs and opportunities out there that would allow you to compete for work with the federal government, or be awarded a contract sole source without having to compete. Now, again, look at the percentages that we're on the hook to try to meet for FY21. 15%, 5%, 5%, 3%. If we can go to the next slide, please. If you look in the far right-hand corner, you can see that for the small business goal, NGA is meeting and actually exceeding the goal of 15%. We're currently at 16.47%. And so we are meeting that goal currently. Of course, the fiscal year is not over. We won't know how well we performed or poorly in some cases. We performed until after 30 September. Once all of the contracts are awarded, all of the dollar amounts or figured out, and then we would know how we performed for FY21. If you scroll down to the next line item, small disadvantaged businesses, you can see that we only were able to achieve 2%. And below that, for women-owned small businesses, we were at 2.37%. For service-disabled veterans, we're at 2.19%. And for Hub Zone, we did not do well at all. And so we've got a 3% goal for Hub Zones. We fell way short, less than 1%. For service-disabled veterans, again, we did not meet the 3% goal that was assigned to us. And the women-owned small businesses and small disadvantaged businesses, we have not yet achieved those goals for this year as well. I say that because it's a struggle, one, finding companies that are capable of satisfying mission requirements, and two, we just don't have enough companies out there to be able to deliver the products or services that are needed. Unfortunately, the last 10, 12, 15 years, the defense industrial base, that is a culmination of all of the businesses in industry that does business with the federal government. That percentage has decreased by got a lot less companies to choose from. The numbers and dollar amounts that we used to set aside and contribute to small businesses has dwindled tremendously. And so we are trying to, NGA, in addition to the DOD and federal government, are trying to again grow that industrial base. We would like to have quite a few vendors in industry that are out there that are capable of satisfying mission requirements. And so if you are interested, again, in working with NGA, we've got lots of opportunity. These percentages for small business goals are what they are today. FY22, FY23, DOD, President Biden's administration plans to double those. And so all federal agencies, especially the ones under DOD, will have to try doubly hard, if doubly is a word, to meet those goals. And so for small business, I believe the goal will go to 24 or 25% for agencies to meet. For small disadvantaged businesses, it'll go from 5%, I believe, to 7 or 8%. Women-owned small businesses will actually almost triple. That will be going, I believe, to 15%. And so Hub Zone, I know they're looking at, I believe they're going to increase that, and service disabled veterans, I think they plan to increase those percentages as well. And so lots of room, lots of opportunity for small businesses to get in and partner with federal agencies and obtain some contracts to be able to deliver products and services. Next slide, please. Here at NGA, we again have quite a few avenues to be able to get contracts to small businesses. I talked to you about the ability to set work aside. If you have a certification in any of those socioeconomic categories, the women-owned small business, the Hub Zone, all of those. If you are certified in any of those categories and your capabilities from your company can satisfy mission requirements here at NGA, we have the ability to award you a sole source contract without having to compete that work. On larger efforts, we have several efforts greater than 30 million. Typically, we try to set work aside for small businesses, at least a portion, recognizing that a lot of those efforts may be too large or too big or too complex for a small business to manage and or deliver satisfactorily. And so in those occasions, we typically set a portion or a certain percentage of work aside for small businesses. If we're not able to set work aside, then we establish a subcontracting goal for that effort. And typically, again, we try to average around 33% for each contract. But again, those goals vary throughout the year. They are based on complexity, size, and scalability. And there's some other variables that helps us decide what work we have the ability to set aside. Again, sometimes we're talking about work or mission requirements just for NGA, but we also work with a lot of other federal agencies and mission partners. And a lot of times the work may be a little bit bigger than is listed in the solicitation. Working with the Small Business Administration, hopefully you all have had an opportunity to reach out to them and talk to them. They've got a program that's called the 8A program, Small Business 8A program. And that is similar to being certified in one of these socioeconomic categories. This program, I encourage you all to Google it and find out as much information about it as possible. I think that it is well worthwhile your time in trying to get certified and get entered into that program. This program is a small business administration program. Also, DoD has the ability to use it, and it helps teach small businesses how to do business with the government. They also provide opportunities on other contracts U.S.-wide where your capabilities may match a solicitation that's out on the street, and SBA would come in and make a recommendation to the agency to use this small business because you'd be able to satisfy those requirements. And if you are lucky enough to get in the 8A program, federal agencies also can provide sole source contracts without having to compete to small businesses that are in the 8A program. And so definitely a worthwhile program. I again encourage you to find out about, find as much information about that program as possible. But that's another program that here at NGA we try to use and take advantage of. The next program that we offer is called the Mentor Protege program. And so similar to the Small Business 8A program, this is a DoD, Department of Defense program that allows large businesses, or in this case, small businesses, to partner with a large business. And the object of this program is to allow a large business to mentor a small business. So if you have some things that you would like to be certified in, if you have some things that you would like to learn, this is another excellent program. The Mentor Protege program is no cost to the small business. All of the funding would be flowed or generated to the mentor or the large business, and they would ensure that the goals and objectives that you all have formulated and put in play are achieved. Here at NGA, today we have 3 Mentor Protege programs. We have just released a solicitation and are in the process of awarding 4 new agreements, if not maybe 5, possibly 6. We're looking to do 6 agreements a year. And so if you weren't familiar with our solicitation for this year, we hope to be able to go back out with the solicitation in January or February. Again, a lot of our efforts are released or solicitized in sam.gov. And so hopefully you're familiar with that. And if not, please reach out and let me know, and I can provide information on that program. But with the Mentor Protege program, so if, again, you're a small business and you're looking to get certified with CMMI, whatever level, ISO 9000, 27001, any of those areas, the large business will help mentor and train you and go through the steps and motions to get certified in those areas. And again, the majority of those large businesses already have obtained those certifications, so they're familiar with the requirements that are necessary for you to obtain and achieve your certifications in any of those requirements or those efforts. The next item I'd like to talk to you about is that if you have a capability, or if you have technology or a concept, and you are interested in introducing that to NGA, I believe Rick Meilenbeck, I'm sorry, talked to you all previously earlier today, and they have a program that is called a demo program that they offer every other Wednesday. It's a great way to introduce yourself to NGA, to come in and be able to demonstrate your capability or your technology. If a program office likes what they see and they are interested in bringing that technology into NGA and either operationalizing it, making it a little bit more robust, or maturing it, then we have the ability, the small business office here, we've got an NGA small business personnel security program where we could sponsor you to get a security clearance. If your technology requires the conversation to be at a top secret level or a secret level, we want to make sure that everyone, all parties would be able to communicate constructively and effectively. And so we will put you through for personnel security clearance up to the TS-SCI level to allow you to interact and interface with our program offices as they try to better understand your technology or capability. Once that is done and the program office likes what they see, they want to bring in that technology, we will work with you all on either one, awarding a contract or having an opportunity to award a contract, whether that's through competition or whether that's through a sole source effort. If you've got some niche capability that's not commercially available and you're the only one that can provide or deliver that capability, more times than not, we're going to look to sole source that contract and allow you to come in and either deliver the products or services that you're offering. And we will again sponsor or assist you in obtaining a facility clearance, which is a little bit different than a personnel security clearance. A facility clearance allows you to review, manage, and store classified material. And for the most part, the majority of the efforts here at NGA requires a facility clearance. And in most cases, a personnel security clearance as well. We conduct outreach through many forums, through many events such as this one. And we try to attend a lot of the Small Business Administration forums that they offer. GSA, Government Services Administration, hopefully you're familiar with them. They offer quite a few events, small business events. And all of these events, we have several opportunities to meet new small businesses and interact. We have an event that's called Matchmaking Event. To me, I kind of liken it to like speed dating. Usually we have 10 minutes, 15 minutes per vendor. They're able to come in, tell us about their capabilities and what they could do for NGA, and we would listen. And if that's something that we're looking for or have a need for or believe we may have a need for in the future, then we'll gather their name and number, and we'll reach back out to those folks and continue the conversation. And so we try to attend as many of those events a year as possible. We also invite small businesses here at NCE and out in St. Louis and in Austin to speak with about various activities or capabilities. And so we try to conduct as much outreach as possible. I am going to end it there. I think I'm getting close to my time, but I want to allow for any questions that you all may have.
Hey, Dale. Hopefully you can hear this. One of the questions that we have is regarding requirements. Specifically, where does industry find requirements for things that Moonshot Labs wants to solve? And not sure if you can answer that or not. If not, I will give it a shot.
I didn't hear the question. Sorry.
Hold on.
Where can we find the requirements list for things the Moonshot Labs wants to solve?
So I believe you all talked to Christine Woodard right before me. But Alan, I don't know that is published. I will have to check and get back to whoever is asking that question. I will have to reach out to the Moonshot Lab folks and see if it's published on any of the web portals. I don't believe that it is, but I can check and find out.
Thanks, Dale. And then from my understanding, again, you can always reach out to Christine, who had some of her contact information on earlier. You can reach out to the industry engagement team. We can get some of that information to you. But I believe the vast majority right now of Moonshot Labs is really the tech focus area document that NGA has published. So if you go on NGA's website, in our policy documents and strategy documents, we have our tech focus areas there. That is usually the first place that we ask folks to go, because that will refine what tech focus areas we're looking at, and places like our Moonshot Labs, our accelerator, all start from that realm. As you saw with Rick Meilenbeck's discussion today, that cloud that he showed you that kind of hovers over all of our processes with regards to industry engagement and contracting is our strategy, our moonshot, our tech focus areas, and so that's really a great place to start. And with that, I think that is the only question that we had for Dale. So we would really like to thank everyone for participating with NGA today. We hope you've gained some understanding of our agency. We hope you've enjoyed the time and learned something and taken away something that you can use to engage with us. I would like to extend a special thank you to our Capital Factory staff here for putting this on, helping us through the technical challenges and just the technical effort that they put on today. We very much appreciate it. We appreciate the ability to be here and to talk with you. So with that, I believe our NGA track is done. So again, thank you so much for your time today. Thank you for listening, for engaging.